Shalom, I'm Rabbi Michael Panitz. I'm the rabbi of Temple Israel of Norfolk, Virginia. Now served for 30 years as the rabbi of this congregation, and it's an honor, as always, to speak to you from the pulpit of Temple Israel. I have a difficult subject today. The subject is stand up to hate. Stand up to hate. Once again, it will be an act of courage to attend synagogue this coming Shabbat. And here is why. Our watchdog organizations tasked with monitoring the social media channels of bigotry have spotted a call for a, quote, National Day of Hate scheduled for this coming Shabbat, February 25th, 2023. The call comes from a group known as, quote, Crew 319, which identifies itself as, quote, National Socialist Group based in Iowa. Do any of us need to have explained that National Socialist is the same as Nazi? Crew 319 explains itself as, quote, white men who want to secure a future for our people and who allege that, quote, Jewish people are behind much of the destructive policies and movements that are specifically aimed at destroying our race and nation. Therefore, this group continues, most of our work is anti-Semitic because it is the Jewish elites that are the biggest threat to not only our people, but all peoples of the world. Our activism is a form of legal accelerationism, where we push the limits of free speech in order to force people into paying attention. This Nazi group urges its followers to, quote, make your voices heard loud and clear that the one true enemy of the American people is the Jew. It then tells them to, quote, shock the masses with banner drops, stickers, flyers, and graffiti. Close quote. This is not Nazi Germany in 1933. This is not the anti-Dreyfus France in the 1890s. This is not the Cossack anti-Semites of Tsarist Russia. This is America, 2023. Truly, anti-Semitism is the devil that never dies. What should we do on February 23rd? To answer that, I will tell you first what we have done already. We have alerted the appropriate authorities, including the Norfolk Police Department. We've spoken specifically to the officers who guard our worship gatherings at Temple Israel. They are always vigilant, and now they are specifically on guard for any raised level of threat. With that in mind, I would like to urge all those who are able to attend in person to do the following four. Number one, do come and worship in person if you can. Do not be cowed. Staying away out of fear gives the anti-Semites a victory. Number two, network with your friends and neighbors, Jewish and non-Jewish, inviting them to join you at Temple Israel. Let them know that we do require visitors and worshipers to have been vaccinated and boosted for COVID-19, and that these days mask wearing is not mandatory, but voluntary. Number three, plan to stay for our celebratory Shabbat lunch after services. I will moderate a conversation about how we need to respond to the rising levels of anti-Semitism in America today. And number four, if you see something that looks suspicious, say something. If you find evidence of vandalism, preserve the material for police forensics. In the past, we have apprehended anti-Semitic vandals targeting this very building by exercising that presence of mind. We cannot promise that no hothead will dare attempt foolishness, although we are confident that our trained peace officers will protect us. To conclude with a Jewish liturgical and historical thought, we are within a week and a half of the festival of Purim. Purim celebrates Jewish survival in the face of anti-Semitism. Over the centuries, our Jewish people has often celebrated a Purim Katan, a local instance of the theme of the Purim festival. May our strong assertion of our right as Jews to live and worship free of harassment and prejudice in the United States make the year 2023, or the Jewish year 5783, the year to add a new Purim Katan to the rolls of Jewish endurance and triumph. Amen.